Hi guys, and hope you're all good. Now, this is a very rough, ready, and quick video to talk about the Andromeda meta change because obviously, if you are running meta ads and you've seen this update, you may be worried about what's happening and what actions you need to take on your meta account. So, I'm just going to run through a very few quick things just to help you gain a bit of clarity about what this change looks like. So for anyone who is new here, before I jump into this meta ad change, I just want to say, hi, I'm Amy, the founder of Mango&Wild Marketing. I specialize in SEO and paid ads, predominantly meta ads and Google ads. I have been marketing for very much over 10 years, with running my own business now for over 6, and very much known for the industry on simplifying and demystifying these complex areas of marketing, in terms helping you business owners to capture your markets and ultimately make sales, because that is what we want. So, before I chat about the new change, obviously, if anyone has been setting up meta ads or run meta ads or so forth, the way that I've very much been taught, the way I've always taught, is this type of campaign setup. So, if I talk you through this, when we go into a meta ads account, we always select our campaign goals. So, this could be traffic, leads, purchases, whatever that may be. But the campaign is the goal of what we want to do. Now, inside that, we then have what they call ad sets, which I actually like to call audiences, because that is actually what you do within the ad set. It's the place where you change your audiences, you edit your audiences. This is where you would create lots of different audiences to test. So, for example, if you are a business like mine, which sells towards product-based businesses and service-based businesses, it might be that within this campaign, you create two audiences to test. This audience would be full of interests and targeting around service-based business providers, and this audience would be targeted around product-based businesses, for example. So this gives me a split to know which audience for my business is then performing better. And within inside those audiences, we then run a series of different ads. Now, it could be that you run the same 5 ads to both audiences to test with slightly different messaging, or you're running lots of different ads to those two different audiences to basically test. So what you're ending up doing is testing not only your audiences in terms of who is seeing your stuff and who is performing best for your business, but then what creators are resonating with those people again the most. Now, this is very much changed. And I guess the only thing in terms of meta ads is it's actually becoming more simplified with the new update. So instead of having it run like this, what we tend to have now is our campaign, our one audience. So in here, instead of refining our audience to be interests, behaviors, demographics, and all that sort of thing, we're keeping our audience very broad, and we're allowing our creatives to then do the work for us. So you'll see now, instead of having lots of different audiences to test, we're having one audience, and we're getting our creatives to do the testing for us. So this is where it's very much becoming creative led, in terms of having our creatives do the messaging and do the work for what we want to target. And this is where we want to be thinking about who our target audience are still, to know what different creators may resonate with different people. Now, think of yourself as a person when you're going through your shopping experiences. It might be that one creative resonates with you more over another, or as you're going through your buying journey, it might be that you see one creative of, say, a product, but then later down the line, you see that creative in a review format. And that review format is the thing that makes you then purchase. So it's thinking the same about your different audiences and all the different creatives you can create around your business to make people take action, want to click those creatives, and ultimately convert. So if we talk about a couple of different creatives, we basically want to create a number of types of ads. And again, this hasn't really changed, because you should have always been testing lots of different creatives. But, we're wanting to create a series of different creatives that are going to resonate with a serious a series of different audiences that we're wanting to connect with. So it might be that we create kind of organic looking ads or founder led ads or review based ads or key feature ads. So it's basically creating lots of different ads that are going to resonate and get your audience to click. So here I've just got a couple from Pure Feed in terms of dog food. And you can see here there's a lot of different creatives. So they've got one here that looks more, I guess, educational in terms of a video showcasing a whiteboard. They've got one here which is, I guess, more client facing, but more the dog in terms of what they're getting within their Pure Feed box. We've got here one of a person, so this is probably more like user generated led, and this is, I guess, a how to use or a like a what you're currently using versus how much better theirs is, for example. So if you watch this video, it's kind of talking about this being your kibble in terms of your dog biscuits, and then it follows through to how Pure Feed is easier and better and so forth. So you can see there's lots of different creatives to resonate with lots of different people, and then they can test that and create more of those creators and so forth to be able to gain more conversions and tractions. Now, if we look at a different client in terms of what theirs looks like, again, I've used product-based businesses again for this because I think they showcase it in lots of different ways and help you guys be able to see how you could potentially implement this into yours. But again, we've got very much product-facing imagery. We've got videos here where it's showcasing all the features, benefits, the designs of the prams. We've got one here that resonate with people in terms of how their prams, luxurious, how you can go for a coffee and easily, fit into your family life of having nice days out. Same again here, a different kind of style in terms of showing a person, product related, as well as the feature of what the product is. Again, here we've got obviously a different one in terms of promoting their accessories, but again, showcasing the product that they sell and everything that you can fit in it. So again, it's going to resonate with that person because they can see what their bag could look like, what they could fit into their bag to know that actually it's worthwhile purchasing. And again, this one here is very much user generated, but also, promoting that Molly-Mae, for example, uses the pram and so forth, and how she's, using it in different cities and so forth. So again, this is going to resonate with their audience in terms of people wanting or people who look up to Molly-Mae and wanting to get the same pram as her. So you can see how all of these products and all of these creatives are very different, but it's going to resonate with lots of different people. Now, this one may resonate with a younger demographic who are, fangirls of Molly-Mae, for example, whereas this one may resonate with more of an older demographic because it's a slightly older mum or so forth. This is going to resonate with maybe a city life person or a person who enjoys coffee. You can see how all of these creatives have got the kind of same messaging. They're selling the same thing, but they're featured in lots of different ways. So that is basically what you need to do for your business. It's not really changed, I don't think, in terms of this new way that Meta are running ads. It just means you're needing to put more work in. So instead of just having one or two creators running how you maybe once did, it's about creating more content, more creatives to be able to read and understand and resonate with all the different audiences you want to target, to be able to then help your business show up online and make those sales. Now, we have switched a couple of our clients in terms of changing to this new way of doing it. And you can see here that we have increased website purchases and so forth for them. Now, every client, before I go into these results, is different. And this is where it's really important to understand your data and what you need your return on investment to be, to know if your ads are being profitable. But for these clients, this is a profitable result versus what they're spending. So you can see here, this one is the last 14 days. I'm literally videoing this on the 15th of December. So this is very much the last 14 days of data. These guys run one campaign with one audience, which is the broad audience, and then targeting lots of different styles of creatives and so forth within that. And they're getting a return on investment of 10.77. So they are only spending £279 and they're making nearly 11 times that amount, giving them a cost per result of £4.40. Now, that is a huge profit margin for this client. This client, to make their ads profitable, actually only needs to be a 4 return on ad spend. So they are doubling, if not more, that return on investment since making that change. So this, it shows that ads are performing, working, and essential for their business growth. Same again with this client. This client actually only needs around a 2 return on investment. These guys have a couple of different creators running. This top one actually has only recently just become live. But you can see even in the last 14 days, this is making their return on investment in terms of 2.11. And we hope to see that increase as we make changes and improve creatives and add different creatives in to help bring that up. And then this one again is at a 3.56 return on investment. So again, they're performing at the return on investment this client needs to get their ad results that they need. And this is just showing you that making that change by having one ad set, aka one audience, and running lots of different creatives is going to give you a better result. But yeah, thanks for watching. That was obviously a very short video of the meta change and kind of looking at the old way versus the new way and a couple of examples of how the different creatives you need. But if you guys are looking for support, you're stuck, you've got any questions, obviously you can drop questions and things in the comments below. Otherwise, please do reach out via our website. We'd love to support you. We have lots of different ways to help in terms of workshops or one-to-one in terms of consultancy and training, where we can dive into your ads account and help audit and give you advice on what changes and actions you can make to help your performance for your business to get the return on ad spend you need.